It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night, I should be sleeping like a log. But when I get home to you, I find the things that you do, you make me feel alright. When I'm home, everything seems to be right. When I'm home, feeling you holding me tight. Yeah, it's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night, I should be sleeping like a log. But when I get home to you, I find the things that you do, you make me feel alright. You know I feel alright. You know I feel alright. How's it going, folks? This is Wayne R back with another lesson, and an amazing song as always. Today we're looking at the Beatles and Hard Day's Night. Absolutely love this song, classic Beatles. There is one bar chord in this, however, so if you're just getting into bar chords, you know, this would maybe be the ideal song. And it's quite a fast chord changer as well, so I wouldn't say, you know, by any means it's a beginner song. Sort of, you know, advanced beginner, intermediate stage of this. I'm also going to show you the little solo, which is quite easy to play as well if you want to jam with friends or, you know, play with a loop pedal or whatever. And if you do want the chords, lyrics and strumming pattern to this, as always, I'm going to post it up on my Patreon page. So there'll be a link to that in the comments. I'll also put a link in the description. And the way that that works, just click on the link, sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you guys want to pledge. So very much appreciated. I can promise you it all generally goes back into the lessons. So it's a way that you guys can help this channel out. But what it does, it gives you access to not only this song, pretty much all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to everything I've done over the past just over 4.5 years. There's also some exclusive videos on there that are on YouTube. There's videos from the archive and the stuff to coincide with some of the technique lessons that I do. So what you're waiting for, link in the comments, link in the description. If you don't want to do that and you'd like to show some appreciation in a different way over this side, just underneath the video somewhere there's a super thanks link. You can click on that and make a small donation. Again, massively appreciated. Thanks for your continued support. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. Now if you are subscribed and you haven't got round to it, please hit that little notification bell. Again, you'll find that just underneath the video there, and you get notified every time I put a video out, so you can keep up to date with all the videos. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne R Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as you always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so to play this song, you're going to need your guitar in standard tuning. And first of all, we got the intro chord. Now, I've seen people playing this different ways. It's actually played two different ways because George Harrison plays it on an electric guitar, John Lennon plays it on an acoustic guitar. So you could either do a G7 sus4. Okay, that's borrowing the 3rd fret and doing sort of, you know, and imagine doing an A7 shape behind that. My 3rd finger is on the 5th fret on the A string, little pinky 3rd fret on the G string. See? Okay, so you can play it like that. Or another way, the way that sort of John Lennon plays it, because he plays this on an acoustic guitar. If you take a D7 chord, okay, and then put the little pinky on the 3rd fret on the top E string. Okay? Or you could just, you know, move the 3rd finger to the 3rd fret on the top E string. Okay, so that's going to be your opening chord. Okay, once we get into the verse, like I say, it's quite a fast change. So the first line is going to go G, C, G. Now I'm doing the 4-finger G. It's up to you what G chord that you use. So we got a G, C, G. And then we go F major 7, back to G. And then G, C, G. F major 7, back to G. And then we got a C, D, G, C, G. Okay, so that's going to be the chords to the verse. Now the way that I play the F major 7, I do it with a C bass in. So if you've never seen me do that before, just take a regular F major 7 and we're going to be the 3rd finger to the 3rd fret on the A string, little pinky 3rd fret on the D string. Okay, so I'll just sing that through with the words. So what we got, it's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night, I should be sleeping like a log. But when I get home to you. I find the things that you do, yeah, make me feel alright. Okay, so we got another verse with exactly the same chords, and then the other bit of the song we got this little middle 8 part. So that's going to be a B minor. This is where your bar chord comes in. We go to an E minor, then we go back to the B minor, we do a G, E minor, C, and then D. So I'll just play that with the words. When I'm home, everything seems to be right. When I'm home, feeling you holding me tight, yeah. Okay, and we go back into another verse. The guitar solo, the chords that go underneath that are going to be the G, C, G, F major 7, back to the G, G, C, G, F major 7, back to the G, and then we got the end of the verse, which is the C, D. So we got the, so why on earth should I moan, 'cause when I get you alone, you know I feel okay. Okay, and that with the G, C, G. Then we do another middle 8, and then we got the last verse, and the only difference with the last verse, it just repeats that last line where it goes C, G, C, G. But when I get on to you, I find the things that you do, you make me feel alright. You know I feel alright. You know I feel alright. Okay, and on the actual recording, it's got this little ending that goes into a fade. So what I do there, I do a D minor 7 chord. The way I'm doing that, I'm barring the first fret on the E and the B string. I'm putting my second finger on the second fret on the G, and then we're going to put the third finger or the little pinky if you can't reach, and we're just going to pick up, you know, the top 3 strings, E, B, G. So then we're going to take the third finger off. Okay, so as I say, I'm just doing those chords and picking up the E, the B and the G string sort of repeatedly. Okay, so that's going to be the ending. Or you could do it like I did in the intro and just end it on the G chord if you're playing it acoustically. Okay, now if you want to do the guitar solo, it's great fun to do if you've got a loop pedal or you're playing with a friend. Okay, so what we're doing there, my third finger is playing the 3rd fret on the low E string. And then we go to the A string, first finger on 1, 1, 3, 1. So 3, 3, 1, 3, 1. And we go back to the 3 and slide that up to the 5th fret. So what we get is, okay, we're going to do this little lick where with my first finger I'm barring the A and the D string. And on the A string I'm going to hammer my 3rd finger onto the 5th fret. And then play the D string straight after, which obviously, you know, we're barring, we've covered that on the 3rd fret on the D string. So what we get is, slide the first finger down to the 1st fret on the A string, 3rd finger is going to grab the 3rd fret on the low E string. So I'll put that all together, we've got, that goes again. Okay, and that goes around twice. Okay, so that just leaves us with a strumming pattern. So the chords that go for a bar I tend to do down, down, up, down, up, down, up, and the chords that go half a bar down, down, up. So what we get is down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. So again, that's a down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Chords that go half a bar down, down, up. Okay, and that is pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that lesson, and as you always say at this point in my lessons, come on, if you don't like that song and you don't like the Beatles, you don't like music. There we go, they're one of the best bands ever, wrote some amazing songs, I don't think anyone can deny that. This is one of them, and it's sort of a, you know, advanced beginner, intermediate stage, so I think it's a good one to get down in your, you know, vocabulary of songs if you like, so there we go. If you got any requests for any other Beatles stuff, I have done quite a lot of Beatles, or it doesn't have to be Beatles related, it can be anything 50s to modern day. It's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar within reason. So the easiest way to put requests in is obviously comment below the video in the comments, or if you want to find me personal message over on those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. Please do keep them coming. I do have to sort of henpit them a little bit, so you know, don't let that put you guys off. You know, some things work, some things don't. You know, but you'd be surprised what would work, so please do keep those requests coming, as it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, I'll quickly mention it again, thanks everyone who's subscribed. If you haven't got round to it already, please hit that little notification bell so you can keep up to date with all the videos that we'll put out. The Patreon page, sorry to keep banging on about it, on all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns, as well as bonus content. There's a link to that in the comments. Also a link in the description. I've got the super thanks link if you'd like to click on that just underneath the video there and make a small donation. Again, massively appreciated. As I said, all the money generally goes back into the lessons. And another way that you guys can help this channel out, this doesn't cost you a penny however, and it's word of mouth. So word of mouth is a very powerful thing. So if you dig what I do, please like and share my lessons. Tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone you know plays a guitar, please point them in my direction. I'd really appreciate that. So that just leaves me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, whether morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.